Oscar Bevis, IFL TV, proudly sponsored by Everlast here in Coventry for the Hennessy show on Saturday, joined by my second favourite Midlands boxer. After Kane Baker, I have to put Kane first, he's my boy. Shakan Pitters, all right, mate?
I'm good, man. Yourself? All good?
Yeah, good. I know we had a little bit of banter when we first saw each other. Obviously, I know Craig, and I know you've been through this with boys on our channel. We don't really need to go into how you've dealt with the defeat. I've seen you do a couple of interviews with our guys, but another fight week. Just a fight week feeling, just to have that back. Just, I suppose, a little buzz.
Yeah, man. It's good to be back. On Channel 5 again, Hennessy show. Good card, and I just want to obviously get back to my winning ways and put on a good performance in front of my fans now that we have got fans. So I'm looking forward to it, man.
I know we've only done the press conference, obviously weighing tomorrow and that sort of stuff. Can you feel the difference now between, because you've had quite a few high-profile big fights in a row. This is like a return fight, I suppose. Can you feel the difference between a big fight week and sort of a standard fight week now, if you see where I'm coming from?
For me, they're all big fight weeks in a way because I kind of judge them on myself, my own career. Like, obviously, each fight for me is a life-changing fight. It's a big fight. But the atmosphere and everything in this press conference and that with people in there behind the scenes was decent. The card's a good card, which I'm sure the fans will enjoy as well. But yeah, as you just said, I've done these things a few times now, so it's all a bit routine for me. I'll just, go with the flow and just look forward to the fight.
And it's not an easy comeback fight either. Jermaine Spring, a nice record, 7-2, been in with some good lads, lost last time out, but I suppose you could have taken an easier touch, but we know how good you are. So I suppose where's the need for an easy touch? He's a solid tester, mate.
Yeah, 100%, man. I'm at the stage in my career where I I'd only want to keep pushing forward or, have fights which are going to benefit my career. If it was up to me, I would obviously have the rematch straight away with Craig, But understandably, I understand that, he's going to push on with what it was. But I'm sure as long as I keep winning and he keeps winning, our paths will cross. But, yeah, man, he's a decent fighter, this Jermaine. He comes to bring it, so I look forward to having, us getting in the ring on Saturday, man. I'll just put on a good display and get the win.
I know I said I don't want to talk about that fight too much, but about the belt, I've spoken to a couple of people since, Dan Aziz being one of them, and a couple of other lads who were like, what's the situation with the belt? I don't think Craig wanted to vacate at first. I'm still not sure what the situation is, but I know I haven't heard your name mentioned even if the belt was vacated, whereas I suppose you still feel like, hold on, I'm here, and just because you lost to Craig, we saw Craig just jump to world level, so you still feel like your name should be in that mix, and I don't know, it doesn't seem to have been mentioned really.
It's all good, man. Obviously, the media do what the media do, innit? They just go with the winners or go with who they feel at that time's got buzz on their names. But, I'll just carry on working diligently like I do, and it won't be long until, my name's back in certain mixes, as I say, and, I'm pushing on myself. I just know what I can do, and it's boxing at the end of the day. You take a blip in your career, or you may face trials and tribulations, and you just got to get back up, man, and keep going. So that's what I plan to do. Saturday, this is my main focus, and that's what I focus on, fighting in the ring and not the media stuff.
And it's only big fights from here on in. Anyway, then you're saying you don't want easy touches. It's going to be this, and then go time. Do you think you might have to do a bit of talking actually? Saying, as I say, it's big fights only. Do you think you might have to go, I'm going to lay down the gauntlet and gun for someone specifically, maybe?
Nah, that's never really been my approach, you know what I mean? I respect every fighter, I respect every human. Don't feel I'm above any other human or below any other human.
You're above me, you're about 6'9".
Yeah, height-wise, but you get what I'm saying, man. There's that level of respect, but as far as my career going forward, that's just, I just focus on myself, nothing else, just focusing on myself and my journey.
And it is a buzzing light heavyweight scene. I do want to ask you how you thought Craig done against Dimitri. Like I said, big jump because, British scene's very good, so it's not as big of a jump as you might make from domestic scenes in other countries, but still a jump to world level. A beast, Richards-Bivol, and your thoughts on Craig's account of himself, despite the fact, of course, that he didn't come away with a belt.
I think he gave a good account of himself, you know what I mean? Let's not be mistaken, man. Bivol's number 2, is he ranked number 2? So he done his thing, man. Obviously, a lot of people probably would have, counted him out against a Bivol as well, like the media always do. But as always, you got to believe in yourself. But I think he done well. But I'm sure he'd be kicking himself as well, for the sense that there's times where I felt where he probably could have put it on him a bit more, especially towards the later rounds after, they've had that feeling, that process. He filled him out, and it's a world title shot. These things don't come around, every day. But never the doubt, I'm sure. Look, he's taken away a lot of experience from that, and a lot of confidence from being in the ring and giving a good account of himself. It was a close fight, as the scorecard shown. But I just think he would be kicking himself a bit, feeling that, he could have emptied the tank a bit more, done a bit more in there, because Bivol seemed to have shown his absence from the ring a bit. But taking nothing away from Craig, man, he done his thing. He done well.
When you watch fights like that, do you watch them as a fan? Like, do you sit there and go, nice pay-per-view night of boxing, I'll relax, obviously have a takeaway, maybe not that. But do you watch them as a fan, or do you watch it and go, I've seen something in Dimitri there that perhaps I can if I get the chance? Because if Craig's there now, we used to say you can't be there in 2-3 fights' time. So do you watch it and pick bits of fighters, or do you just watch it as a fan and let yourself enjoy it?
I literally just watch it as a fan, honestly. Like, I'd never compare my career and me fighting as a boxer to anyone else's success or what they're doing.
Craig. So different as well, weren't you and Craig, stylistically?
Yeah, of course. Like, boxing, everyone's different. Everyone's styles are different. But it's like, I'm not the kind of person to think, oh yeah, he's fought for a world title, and others will be like, yeah, he's fought for this world title. It shows that this. I don't believe in all that. At the end of the day, I believe it's a fight where going in there, yeah, I made a mistake. It cost me, but it's a fight. Like I said, I train for, and believe I'll get the win this time and make things right. But as I say, good on him. I'm not gonna spend my career focusing on any fighter in the light heavyweight division. I'm just gonna stay focused on my journey, and my journey again now is nothing past May 22nd this Saturday, and I gotta get the job done and look good doing it.
I feel bad asking this now because, like I said, the boys have caught up with you and spoken about all the sort of stuff coming up, but another light heavyweight fought at the weekend. Joshua Buatsi. So Johnny Nelson said, he said he needs to skip the domestic scene and go to world level. Like I said, obviously Craig went domestic, and then world. That's obviously something you're going to want to be doing. I just want to know what you think of those comments. Obviously, one, what did you make of Buatsi's performance? And two, do you feel like he does need to skip domestic level? Or do you feel like because of the good light heavyweights around, skipping domestic level, you could be seen as a bit of a sham move sort of thing?
So Buatsi's a talented fighter. He's a good fighter. He's got a good team. We sparred many times together as well. He's just a good person in and out the ring. But only Buatsi knows that. It's not for me to comment and feel that he's this what he should do, this the moves he should do. Only him and his team know that moves. Is he capable of obviously going world level and doing that? Yeah, I feel he is capable, but only he knows when the time's right. Because the thing is, what you have to understand as well in boxing, if you do go to for the likes of like European, or you go to that world stage level, it's then hard when you're at that level to then have to drop down. You're at that level, you stay up at that level, you set yourself that barrier, well, not barrier, but that level up there. So you've got to know when the time's right for yourself and your career. And I guess again, that's for Buatsi and any light heavyweights decision, for them to feel like when the time's right to do that.
All right, Shaq, thank you very much for speaking to IFL TV. 4 guns now ahead for Saturday, and look forward to it. God willing, all goes well, and I will speak to you afterwards.
Nice one, man. Nice one. Thanks for the interview.